Imagine being 16 years old, barely out of school, and stepping onto a cricket field with the weight of 1,000,000,000 hopes on your shoulders. You're facing a brutal, relentless bowling attack in a foreign land. And then, without warning, a ball smashes into your face, blood streaming from your nose. Most would call it a day, walk off the field, but not Sachin Tendulkar. This fearless teenager simply wiped the blood away, tightened his grip, and readied himself for the next delivery. That was the moment a legend was born. Sachin's journey began humbly in the bustling streets of Mumbai. As a young boy, he was restless, energetic, and mischievous, qualities that his older brother, Ajit, recognized as signs of potential. Ajit believed that cricket could give Sachin the discipline and focus he needed. So one day, he took Sachin to the famed Shivaji Park, where he introduced him to the legendary coach, Ramakant Akrekar. Akrekar quickly saw something in Sachin that was rare: a fire, a deep hunger for the game, and an almost obsessive dedication to improving. Sachin, at just 11 years old, would go on to spend hours each day honing his skills, batting for as long as the light allowed. Coach Akrekar pushed him to the limits. Sometimes, he would place a coin on the top of the stumps, challenging Sachin to bat without getting out. Each time he succeeded, he'd win the coin. These sessions weren't just about technique. They were about discipline, endurance, and resilience. Every coin Sachin collected became a small reminder of his hard work, a piece of his dream. Those early years of relentless practice laid the foundation for a career that would change cricket forever. By the age of 14, Sachin was already making waves. His name was whispered in cricket circles across India, and he soon made headlines with an unbeaten 326 in a school match, as part of a record-breaking 664-run partnership with his friend Vinod Kambli. The world was beginning to take notice, and before long, Sachin's life would change forever. He was hailed as a prodigy, a future star, and, to some, even a savior for Indian cricket. But while everyone around him dreamed big, Sachin remained humble, letting his bat do the talking. In 1989, at just 16, Sachin was selected to play for the Indian national team. It was a historic moment. He was one of the youngest players to ever represent India, and his debut was no easy feat. He faced Pakistan, one of India's fiercest rivals, on their home turf, up against some of the most formidable bowlers in the world. During one match, he was struck by a bouncer that hit him straight on the nose, drawing blood. For most young players, the fear alone would have been paralyzing, but not for Sachin. He refused medical attention, steadied himself, and continued to bat. That was the moment India knew that this young boy from Mumbai was destined for greatness. As Sachin's career unfolded in the 1990s, he became the golden boy of Indian cricket. In a country starved for heroes, Sachin was the answer to every fan's prayers. Every time he walked out to bat, an entire nation held its breath. His iconic innings during the 1998 Sharjah Cup against Australia, famously known as the Desert Storm, showcased the full range of his abilities. Facing an Australian bowling lineup that was one of the best in the world, Sachin dismantled them with ease. His sixes and fours rained down as he played 2 consecutive match-winning knocks, single-handedly carrying India to victory. It was a defining moment in his career, one that left the world in awe and cemented his status as a cricketing genius. Yet, despite his successes, Sachin's life wasn't without struggles. As his fame grew, so did the weight of expectations. He carried the hopes of over 1 billion people every time he stepped onto the field. Every failure, every missed century, felt like a personal loss for his fans. During the 2000s, Sachin endured several injuries, the most severe of which was a tennis elbow injury that threatened to end his career. For nearly a year, he was out of action, and many feared that he would never return to his prime. But Sachin wasn't one to give up. Through grueling rehabilitation and countless hours of practice, he fought his way back, adapting his technique and reclaiming his place at the top. For India, Sachin wasn't just a cricketer, he was a symbol of hope and possibility. He was the boy from Mumbai who rose to the world stage, showing every young Indian that with hard work, dedication, and resilience, dreams could be achieved. He represented the aspirations of millions, carrying them on his shoulders with grace, humility, and unwavering focus. In 2011, after more than 2 decades of relentless dedication, Sachin reached the pinnacle of his career, the ICC Cricket World Cup. The tournament was held in India, and the entire country united behind him, hoping that he would finally lift the one trophy that had eluded him. At 37, Sachin was one of the oldest players in the team, yet his determination and hunger to win were as fierce as ever. When India defeated Sri Lanka in the final, Sachin was lifted onto the shoulders of his teammates, carried around the stadium as the crowd erupted in joy. It was a moment of pure triumph, a crowning glory for a career that had inspired generations. That victory wasn't just about a trophy. It was a celebration of Sachin's lifelong journey and his unmatched dedication to Indian cricket. In 2013, Sachin announced his retirement, bringing an era to a close. His farewell speech at Mumbai's Wankhede Stadium was filled with gratitude, humility, and heartfelt emotion, leaving millions of fans in tears. He didn't just retire as a cricket legend, he retired as a national treasure. Sachin's legacy isn't just in the records he set, or the centuries he scored. It's in the spirit he brought to the game, the resilience he showed in the face of adversity, and the hope he ignited in millions of hearts. So how did Sachin Tendulkar go from a child prodigy to a cricket legend? It wasn't just his extraordinary talent. It was his resilience, his unwavering dedication, and his boundless love for the game. Sachin's journey is a story of passion, humility, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. It's a story that continues to inspire young cricketers across the world. A reminder that greatness isn't just about winning, it's about the journey, the sacrifices, and the impact you leave behind. This is the untold story of Sachin Tendulkar, the boy who carried the dreams of a nation and became the heartbeat of India.